pilot to firewoman, Laurencia Smith adds another adventure to her profession resume this week. Let's take a look.
I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. I'm not a wine enthusiast. However, I was still excited to take part in this adventure with the crew at Bahama Barrel by Great Cliff, which is the first and only winery in the country. The winery possessed a charm as it was once the home to a convent in the late 1930s. Supervisor of the winery, Ravel Dean, shared that the Bahamas cannot grow its own grapes for the wine, in large due to the humidity.
Our native grapes, I don't know if you've ever seen them or tasted them, not sea grapes. Our native grapes, which are very tiny and they're very sour. And the reason why they are so sour is because of the constant humidity. They ripen so fast that the sugars don't have enough time to accumulate in them, which is why they're sour, which makes them not great for winemaking.
So where does the winery import their grapes from?
Import the grape juices from Argentina and Italy. So our grapes will not taste like Argentinian wines or Italian wines because of the difference in the fermentation process, even though we get the grapes from them. So when the grape juices are sent here, they are aged. We have the red wines go into the oak barrels and the white wines go into the stainless steel containers. A ton of wine, each tote. And so each tote, so we get several totes in at a time.
The wine industry was no exception to the impacts of COVID-19 and inflation. Dean acknowledged that there was a blow to its customer base during the onset of the pandemic with international customers, but its local customer base remained robust.
It's starting to get back to normal, and so that's very good. Of course, we have our peak seasons that we would have just come out of. So April, July, August, they were exceptionally busy. And so we're very grateful for that.
Bahama Barrel is open daily with the exception of Christmas Day, where persons can come in and take part in their own winemaking experience, either for birthdays, anniversaries, or just to have fun with their friends. I could not go to the winery without making my own wine. Can you guess what I named it? Adventurous News Lady. With the perfect name, I had the opportunity to try 5 different wines to decide which would be the perfect blend, with peach, black cherries, and strawberry being my top 3. With that, I poured the 3 blends into a measuring cylinder. First the peach, which was followed by the 2 others. The next step was pouring the blends into a wine bottle twice. And yes, the secret is out. I'm clumsy. Once all of that was done, I moved on to the corking process, and just like that, I had my very own wine. Dean, who's on track to becoming the first wine master here in the Bahamas, gives these FYI tips for all wine lovers. Does wine spoil?
Yes, it does. If you don't store it properly, if you don't test it regularly, it will spoil. Proper wine etiquette dictates that you do not fill the glass, that you only fill it to the horizon of the bowl. To hold it by the stem, then they would have created it without the stem.
Well, I'm definitely not a wine drinker. However, I have to agree with Dean. Just like winery, this adventure is definitely an experience. Until next time, Laurencia Smith, Eyewitness News.